All right. Hello and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog. Um, we had sort of a painful loss on the Wednesday. We had everything right, but just couldn't figure out how to fill in the last little bit of the theme. Um, but overall, it was a really cool and inventive puzzle, and the sting of the loss is not really abated by the fact that the New York Times is like glitching out and it says I'm on a 2-day streak, which I'm not. If I scroll down here, Monday, Tuesday, yes, Wednesday, no. Um, so no streak at risk here, but you know, still a good puzzle to be solved. Let's get right into it. Um, Cubans are full of it. Um, wait, they just tricked me into saying that sentence. Gosh. But I think it's probably talking about Cuban cigars or something. Um, maybe. Okay, centers probably ends with an S. This one jumped out at me. NPR has these tiny desk concerts. Um, and then Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's a classic. Order in New Orleans. Don't know what that means. You just got burned. I was thinking damn might show up in the word. I was thinking it would be like oh snap. Oh snap. There we go. There we go. I was gonna go into this whole diatribe about how um, I thought damn would be somewhere in there because like oh damn, and I was like oh maybe it starts with damn, but no, I think it's just oh snap. Um, discovered the same comet as Hale. Probably Halley's comet. Hale's comet. Don't know. But what kind of hmm? It's got to be someone famous because it looks like this will just be one name. So famous enough to just have a single name describing them. Okay. Sexology subject? No clue. Um, interpreted from a bird's behavior. Don't know. Maybe like weather or something? Ornithomancy. Like, so ornitho, um, that has to do with birds, and then mancy, there's like necromancy. That has to do with like magic. Um, maybe you just get an omen from the bird's behavior. Dish seen around the world. Don't know what that is. Go all in poker lingo. Um, shove. I know this one. I know my way around a poker table. But yeah, if you shove, go all in. Basically, like you shove your chips in the middle. Okay. Superintend, oversee, like a superintendent in a school district oversees the school district. A craving, a yen. This is one of those things I only know because of crosswords. So if you don't know that, that's totally fine. Um, okay. Sam Raimi, he's a director. Um, same family as the Wolverine, not sure. A teen usually experiences growing something, maybe? Sorry, man. Something caught in my throat. Um, iron or chain? 9 iron? I don't know what a 9 chain is, but a 9 iron in golf is a thing. Um, we'll leave that for now. One of the Obamas. Um, it's Sasha and Malia, right? Those are the Obama daughters. but either of those fit technically. So, okay, well, Tesla makes the Model Y car. Mother on Schitt's Creek. I've watched a fair number of these episodes. I just not that many. So Questlove and John Baptiste. I'm not familiar with John Baptiste, but I think Questlove has an afro. Okay, not familiar with golf. Great. Great Scott. That's an expression. Great Scott. Like it's an expression of surprise. Yeah, right. If you give someone the lip, that means to like sort of sass them, give them a hard time. So that would be an example of lip, I guess. That's a tricky clue for sure, but there are only so many words that can fit in there. Ecstasy could be elation. Nope, does not fit. Um, okay. Rodrigo, don't know. Let's hope, fingers crossed. Hope doesn't fit here, so something else maybe. What if propositions informally? Yeah, I don't think it's let's here, because I think dimwits could be dolts. Hmm. Today in Toledo. I should know where Toledo is and therefore what language they're referencing, but I don't. Gaiety could be high spirits. If you're in high spirits, you're happy. Especially, in particular. One of them. Don't know what that's getting at. Dry aged beef, though. That's a thing. If you're privy to something, you're in on it. One of them. Could it just be Mo? I wonder if them is no, that's that's dumb. I was thinking like the Three Stooges. Larry, Moe, and Curly. Um, okay, so I think this is actually dopes because I think this is here's hope or here's what was I thinking? I was like, here's hoping. Um, but this still could be dopes, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. But I think ing, yeah, my letter counting portion of my brain was way off there. After dinner drink made with creme de menthe. Don't know. I believe creme de menthe is a alcoholic. It's like a liqueur. Um, a U bend is a letter-shaped piece of piping, I believe. Has reservations about maybe books. Reservations like reservations for dinner, like you book a reservation maybe. Whiz. Liesel von Trapp. I think I saw this. Was this in yesterday's crossword? Um, Liesel was one of the names of the von Trapp uh, children. Um, baby care. Hmm. If you're bickering, this is another crosswordies thing. You're like at it. I mean, added is definitely a normal phrase, but just like um, I wouldn't have thought of it so fast if that wasn't so common. Shinto gate. That was like a Tory gate or something, but that doesn't fit. Sorry, ask someone else. I don't. Like if someone asks you, "Hey, do you know what this is?" You just say, "I don't." That means sorry, ask someone else. Um, Set of flippers. Hmm. Ooh, interesting. Okay, 1730. I completely forgot that there's a theme in play here. 17, 35. That's this one, and 41 across. 41. Ooh, I wonder if it is actually Here's Hoping, and we have a rebus in play. Let's think about this. Hmm. So what if it was Here's Hoping? So I need to fit, oh, I figured it out. So I was gonna say, I need to fit the letters S for like here's, and then HOP uh, into into these letters. Um, but then I was like, oh, SHOP, that's shop. And then temporary spot to do business, that would be a pop-up shop. So I'm wondering if it's not a rebus, but it's like it goes up like this, potentially. So in that case, it would be like this. Here's hoping. That doesn't seem great, to be honest. Um, yeah, I don't think anything's ending with ho like that. Um, so it's also possible that it's like this. That doesn't really help either. But okay, we're at least on the right track. Um, let's see, what was the other one? 41 across? Yeah. Okay. Well, we at least we at least know the general shape of what's going on, even if I'm not sure exactly how the letters are going to play out. Um, Florida Keys, that's a thing. The Nijo Castle, built by the Tokugawa shogunate. It could be Kyoto. I think that might be right. Japanese city. Put the food away. 8, maybe? To put food away can mean to like eat it. Um, Blowout. Finishing touch. Okay. Finishing touch. And then blow out. This one's the one that's really getting me because like there aren't that many ways to finish this word, but none of them call to me. Tour group for short. Dispense. Okay, let's take a look at some of these nouns. So yeah, what if this was growing? Growing. Oh, that can't be because theme. In Dinglets. Yeah, okay, so this has to be dopes now. Euphoria. Um, just reminded me of a quote by an amateur quote maker. In this moment, I am euphoric. Not because of any phony god's blessing, but because I am enlightened by my own intelligence. That's a classic meme for any of you out there. Anyway, one of them and teaming, rife with. Oh, a foe. Yeah, it's us against them. Fair enough. Pop-up shop. Oh, I wonder if it's popping up like this, like shop, because the shop kind of popped up. That's interesting. I see it. Um, in which case, this sort of fits the pattern. So I think shop would be like that, pop-up shop, and then here, this fits the pattern as well. Um, yes, something open. Um, that makes sense. And then here, well, I'm not going to know off the top of my head, but I wonder if what if propositions, I don't like this, but hypos, like hypotheticals. Um, I'm not saying that's right, but it could be. You know, they put weird stuff in crosswords sometimes. Okay, sushi order with a salty sweet sauce. Probably something roll, eel roll. I guess a shaman could be a curer, someone who cures things. And then Scott could be, oh, growth spurt. There we go. Okay. So that all fits again. Straddled. Hmm, okay. I'll come back to that area. I don't feel like looking at it in depth right now. Um, order in New Orleans. Hmm. Maybe British Open? Brit British Open. Yeah, that works. Center. Okay, vexed. Maybe you're sore? Doesn't. Oh, Moira. That was her name. Okay, it's come back to me. Oh, Cubans. I've never seen a sandwich called a Cuban. It's always a Cubano. But they have a lot of ham. It's like ham, pickles, mustard. Um, a dish seen around the world, like a UFO, like a flying saucer. Centers, hubs. Yeah, sure. Ooh, I'm a little worried about this area, but that's a problem for future me. Maybe you put an ID tag on your collar. You more put it on like your breast than your collar, but I'll let it slide this time, I guess. Nuts. Darn. What's that? Sound at the doctor's office. Maybe laugh. Maybe there are babies there. I don't know. Ah, say ah. Technically, dentists aren't doctors. Uh, I guess Rodrigo might have been killed by Iago. That guy was a big old jerk. Um, a grasshopper. That might be a type of drink. Sounds reasonable. On tiptoe. Try not to be heard. Chose, opted. You opted for something. Keeping isolated. Siloed. Something like that. Hmm. Tobiko or ikura at a Japanese restaurant. Could that be roe, like fish eggs? Um, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of three-letter words that are food related. I guess an opal could have silica in it. Dispense. Hmm. You can have a pet project. Whiz could be a pro. If you're a pro at something, you're a whiz. Stork carries babies in a rehab center and then put a bow on it. Blow out spew. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see spew before. In hindsight, that was kind of obvious. Um, Pseudo, like a pseudoscience is imitation of science. A glade is sort of like a nice meadow. PGA Tour and a lot. Okay. Keeping isolated. Could be ending with ing. Could just be siloing. Um, Deal. You can strike an accord, strike a deal. Ooh, double E. Or E, double I mean. Um, I guess tongs are used to flip things. Um, I can't, and it's gonna be Coco because that was the film. I kept like being like, huh, I don't. The D just looked wrong there. Cran, Tory Gate. Okay, I didn't know it had two eyes, but I believe it. And then cran, short for cranberry. Okay. Um, Something atop, like ran atop or something. Okay, yeah, we're now getting to all the stuff I was avoiding. um, Inflation spec. Oh, pounds per square inch. Like if you're inflating a balloon or a tire. A po' boy is a sandwich, which I guess is in New Orleans. But apparently there's someone with the last name Bop. Um, yeah, that. Remember that thing I said about this person must be really famous? That was very wrong. Oh, you can pity someone. So something in my mind is saying an oster is an animal, and I I could not tell you a single thing about it other than I guess it's related to a wolverine. I'm not um 100% on that. Um so but that just came into my mind as like oster. That looks like a thing. Okay. Wire chain? That doesn't seem like a thing. Tire chain? Tire iron? Yeah, those are things. Those are definitely things. Um, and straddled. I want that to be like was a top, but then GWPOT? GWPOT. No. Um, is tire chain a thing? Yeah, yeah. You put chains on your tire, like when it's winter time. Okay. If you're like a truck or something. Huh. GWP. I'm just gonna put W in. Yeah, okay. Um, Oster. I mean, oh, an otter. What the heck was an oster? What was I talking about? Um, and then sat to top. GS pot. All right, I'll take it. That was actually quite a fast Thursday, and a very symmetrical one. And it still tells me I have a 3-day streak, even though it's really not true. Um, Unless maybe they like refunded the streak, if you got the last one wrong. I wonder if it's like an actual glitch or they were like, oh no, too many people are mad about losing their streak. We got to fix this. Anyway, um, sorry, I have no idea what GSPOT is. Um, yeah, so I would like to say I enjoyed this theme. Pop-up shop is cool. But I think the execution was a little off. Um, First of all, I mean, this is like a minor quibble, and I hate being pedantic here, but the like the shop popping up was like I see where they were going, but it was a little bit off from what was described. But that doesn't really bother me. I just want to like point that out. Like shop did not really pop up in a certain sense. I guess it did. I retract that statement. But my real issue here is just like a lot of pretty suspect fill. You got your hoys, you got your bops, you got, oh, G spot. Sorry about that. How embarrassing. I retract my statement there. Um, and then, uh, yeah, hypos is not great. Um, wasn't a huge fan of that. Never too excited about ID tags. And really there wasn't um yeah, there just wasn't a lot in terms of like interesting or like fun fill. I guess Cure was also like kind of bad. It was all the sort of things that weren't bad in the sense that they were like super obscure and like really frustrating. It was more just you look at that and you're like, it's kind of ugly to see Cure in the grid. So with all that in mind, I'm gonna give this one perfectly average score of 5. Um, I think I'm gonna combat my grade inflation head on. If I think it's an average, actually, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I think most Thursdays are better than this. So there you go. Um, I tend to be very nice on the grading. I'm trying to be objective here, but of course, there's no objectivity in crosswords. Anyway, with that in mind, thanks for watching. See you next time.